Welcome to Slow Home Studio. Too many people live in badly designed houses, and we want to change that.
November is Living Room Month. This is the 4th episode. We've been talking about how to design a good living room, and today we're going to focus on some architectural detailing that'll help you create a good focal point.
Yeah, so one of our main focuses in this living room design was the millwork and fireplace unit that the living room furniture was oriented towards. Very interesting because fireplace units, as everybody knows, in the modern era are basically like an appliance, right? They're something that you buy out of a box and they're installed on top of the walls. Sometimes they stick into the space, sometimes they stick out. But typically what most people do is they just drywall around it and put a little bit of stone around it, and it doesn't really have that sense of integration into the overall room. So what our goal was here was to try to make the fireplace integrate into some other elements in the room.
And expand the scale of the design of the fireplace away from just the little box that you buy into something that's scaled to the architecture of the room. And so here's our architectural drawing, and you can see there's the box right there. Here it is sitting kind of pretty much like that, just behind there, inside the house. And the first thing that we did is, instead of just using tile, we actually used a slab of stone that it's made up out of several pieces, but we were able to have, so that's the first step. It is slightly offset just because we think that compositionally it looks better to have it start moving onto the side. We also located that fireplace a little further along this way on the wall. We didn't center it, and then we needed to create an eccentric composition.
Yeah, and it was very, I mean, it's all about layering, and the simple thing that we did is, if you notice on the drawing here, we've got this line, and that's a bulkhead above, and then we have a 2x4 wall, which we built out to give a little bit of depth behind it. That was that dark gray wall behind. And then on top of that, we placed the stone. That's on the second layer. And then behind that, there is a millwork unit. And it looks like the millwork unit travels in behind the fireplace. It's kind of a bit of an illusion, but it's not. And we've actually set the fireplace off the floor. We built a little platform. And to make it look like it's floating, we created this really, really thin, it's 3 inches thick, wood ledge that makes the fireplace box appear like it floats off the floor.
That's right there. And really all of this is doing two things. The first is to try and reduce the apparent depth of that fireplace unit, because that unit is about 2 feet deep.
Yeah, a little bit less.
And that can look really big in a room. So by pulling out the wall a little bit, adding the extra bit of the larger sheath of stone, and then putting the bit of millwork storage beside it, it makes all of that disappear. And then the second is to expand the scale of that.
Yeah, so here's a detailed look. It's really interesting because what we were able to do is, you also have to think about the cost of all of this too, right? Because we ordered one slab of stone that was cut, and it's basically like almost like a countertop or a floor slab material that we cut out, and it doesn't wrap around the corner, so it's thin. It's the thickness of the stone, so it's about 1 inch or so thick. And then behind that, the millworkers have just sort of clad the box in the same wood that we've used for the cabinets, and then we've created this little ledge. This ledge is just kind of stuck onto the front, but it gives the illusion of the whole thing being supported.
And you can see, if we move out, that actually that ledge up here just behind the stone sheath actually is a convenient place to be able to prop up a photograph and put a little plant. And then it also gives us a surface here. If somebody wanted to, they could put a television there. I think it would look better with a piece of art, or it works fine just having left it by itself.
So we're really interested to hear what you guys think about our Living Room Month. If you have any questions or comments, you can certainly send them to us either through our website or Facebook. Next month, we're going to be going on to another room in the house. We're going to be looking at dining spaces.
Can hardly wait. See you then.